Hey everybody, Caleb Arthur. I've got Kyler Brown with me. So what's the big thing that we want folks to understand about the Illinois solar market, and what's the big changes coming down the pipe?
This year is the biggest year. If you have ever thought about going solar, now is the time to be looking at it. And the main reason for that, in addition to the SRECs and the other federal incentives that are available, is there's a net metering deadline that is December 31st of this year. Those of you who might not know what the solar terminology word for net metering really means or how it's going to impact you, is when you have solar, you probably heard that you are selling energy back to the utility company. And so net metering is where the investor-owned utilities are required by law to credit you at the full retail value for every kilowatt hour that's going back into the grid. So you're getting full dollar value, as they continue to increase their rates. If you're at 16 cents right now and in 5 years they're at 20 cents, that 1-to-1 kilowatt hour is still worth that full value no matter what their rate is. So your short-term ROI, your long-term ROI is going to be the absolute best if you are grandfathered into net metering. The deadline is a system has to be energized by December 31st of this year to get grandfathered into that net metering program, and you would be grandfathered in for 30 years. They're transitioning next year to more of a wholesale-based credit system, and basically kind of how that works is solar will still make sense next year. It's not like it's not going to make sense, but the solar credits for Ameren customers or ComEd or any of the other investor-owned utilities is they break your bill down into separate line items, right? So they bill you for supply, so the utility supplying that electricity to you, and then delivery, so them actually delivering that kilowatt hour to you, and then all the other fun taxes and fees down at the bottom of your bill. And so next year, if someone were to wait to go solar, the solar credit, so that kilowatt hour that goes into the grid, will still continue to offset the supply side of the bill, but it will not offset the delivery side of the bill. And so basically what that means is any time when the sun is not shining and your solar is not producing electricity, so that power is coming from the utility, they're going to bill you for the delivery portion of that kilowatt hour. And no matter how much solar you produce, that solar credit is not going to offset the delivery side. So it basically winds up with, right now, if we do a 100% offset solar system, your utility bill for the electric portion can be 10, 11, 12 bucks a month at most, as long as we're offsetting on an annual basis 100% of that. Going forward into next year, that 100% offset really becomes only a 60 to 70% offset because you're always billed for the delivery.